Until recently, storytelling in popular music had gone entirely out of fashion. Its last major incarnation was in rap. It's actually rather surprising that rap took so long to discover storytelling, which only happened towards the end of the 80s. The godfather of the modern rap story is Slick Rick, whose debut album, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, introduced mainstream hip-hop to long-form storytelling.
Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to go.
Since then, it's become almost compulsory for every rap album to have at least one story, and some artists, including Eminem, have made the story rap their main form of expression.
Hey, we going to the beach. Grab a couple of toys and let Dad strap you in the car seat. Oh, where's Mama? She's taking a little nap in the trunk. Oh, that smell. Daddy must have run over a skunk.
Eminem was Ed Sheeran's introduction to rap, after his dad bought him the Marshall Mathers LP when he was just 9 years old. Obviously being not fully aware of the subject matter of murder, abuse and violence, which must have been pretty shocking to a 9-year-old. But Ed was clearly hooked. He said, "I learned every word back to front by the time I was 10.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom."
Growing up in small town Suffolk, Sheeran wisely avoided trying to mimic the darkness and violence of Eminem, and although his early raps were less about storytelling and more about a kind of jokey grandstanding of his talents, Sheeran soon found his niche by rapping instead about the traditional pop subjects of love, longing and having a good time, but using rap to fill out the details of the story.
See, I'm true, my songs are where my heart is. I'm like glue, I stick to other artists. Love is a place to soul flames from the side of the stage, and the fire brigade comes in a couple of days. Till then, we got nothing to say, nothing to know, but something to drink or maybe something to smoke.
You can hear the influence of rap throughout his work, and not just in the rapping sections. Take the verse of a song like Drunk.
There may be other people like us who see the flicker of the clipper when they light up.
If you look at the first line, a more typical response would be to keep roughly the same number of syllables in the second line, something like this. But Sheeran throws in this rapid-fire phrase, the flicker of the clipper, so it's a fast show-off rhyme within the middle of the line, straight out of rap. The excitement, these tightly packed, rhythmical and multi-rhyming phrases, is one of the great pleasures of Sheeran's music. Occasionally the words, the story, seem too important to Sheeran and burst out of their metric structure. Have a look at this example from Sing. You can see that the phrasing of the words doesn't really fit into the bar. The word water has a long short stress, but here we have the weak syllable ter on the downbeat. It's only thanks to Sheeran's effortless performance that it comes across sounding actually pretty cool, but try strumming the chords in time while saying that line and you'll see how hard it really is. It's a similar story with the melody lines. The vast majority of Sheeran's melody lines stay within a tiny range of 3 or 4 notes. A speaking range, which allows him to have a kind of conversational style of singing. You can see that in this collection of clips where all the melodies use almost exclusively first, second, third and fifth notes of the major scale.
We keep this love in this photograph. We made these memories for ourselves. I'm on my way, driving at 90 down the country lane. The house gets cold when you cut the heating. Without you to hold, I'll be freezing. Maybe I'll get. They say she's in the class 18. Stuck in her daydream and been this way since 18. But lately my mama don't like you and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong.
That last example, of course, was a song Ed wrote for Justin Bieber, and I think this narrow focus on these 4 notes is one of the things that makes it still sound like his song, even when Bieber's singing it. Another example is the song he wrote for One Direction, Little Things, which again, to me, sounds unmistakably an Ed Sheeran song.
'Cause it's you, oh it's you, they add up to.
Notice again there how he lets the words run over the bar line. He's happy to squash the words up to into the first beat of the next bar. This is quite characteristic of his writing, and I think again shows the storyteller at work, putting priority to the words even if they don't fully scan in a traditional way. The more melodic style of storytelling comes, I think, directly from the likes of Van Morrison, who you can hear telling a story in this clip using just those same 4 notes of the scale.
Help my brother, Cherry Girl,
So by fusing the melodic storytelling styles of Van Morrison and other folk balladeers with the fast-paced storytelling of rap, Sheeran has brought the art of storytelling back to centre stage, telling stories of love, loss, longing and memory that have resonated with people around the world. Hey, thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please do like and subscribe, as it gives me a huge motivation when I see those numbers ticking upwards. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and I'll see you next time.